Hello, everyone. We thought we'd give you a little update on our life here in Italy. Today is what?
1 year
Our,
since we landed.
we landed in Italy 1 year ago today, and it's been quite a year. So,
And still is.
yeah. As you can see, maybe we're sitting on a couch. We bought a couch that we did not think would come up the stairs, but our contractor was able to do it. We have no idea how. And our furniture did arrive, our stuff. We've already filled 2 boxes of things that we don't want. After not seeing most of it for a year, the sentimental furniture and things like that we want to keep. But
Yeah.
a lot of the other stuff, it's just...
And it was nice to have clothes, newer clothes,
Yeah.
that we hadn't seen in a long time. So that was nice too.
Yeah. Anyway, so as far as being here for the last year, do we regret having moved here? No, we do not regret it.
No.
It has been more difficult than we expected.
Yeah.
What do you think has been most difficult?
I think just, learning a new culture and new processes for everything. I mean, every time you do something new, it's not, like if you go to the post office, you have to learn how to do all of that. If you go to the grocery store, you need to learn how to do all of that because nothing is like it is in the US. So it's been a year of a lot of learning. And then the language, of course, the language is difficult, but we have learned so much. It's hard though because we want to communicate like adults, and we still have a vocabulary of relatively probably an elementary school student, and so that's hard.
A very young elementary school student. Well, you think when you move, you hear people talk about, oh, you need to be immersed. And so after a year, I don't feel like I'm as far as I had hoped or thought I would be. Like Sandra was saying, I feel like we understand a lot of what we hear, especially if we have some context. But it's the speaking. The speaking is brutal. And
But everyone, with that said, the people here have been so kind and so giving and so caring that it more than makes up for it. And when they correct you, they'll repeat it back to you correctly. And it's not said in a way that's demeaning or ugly. It's just repeating it. I think that's been, you asked what's been hard, but I think that's been the easy part is how giving and kind.
I think, so that's been difficult, not having our own house for a very long time. So our things went into storage in May of last year. The house was just ready for us to move into 2 months ago.
We moved in the mid-May.
And I think what else has been hard about that is when we got here, since the house wasn't ready, which we were clueless about how long that it would take. We had been very honest about what our plans were, and everyone said, yeah, it's no problem. Well, that wasn't correct. We just got our things out of a suitcase this week.
Yep, we unpacked and we have stuff in
for the first time
in a dresser that is actually belongs to us. And that's been really,
as far as the
really
shipping,
nice.
What Sandra was talking about, something that we didn't really fully understand was how long it would take to ship our things. And so from a cost perspective, It was very expensive. We thought we would come here, we would get our paperwork done, it'd be no problem. We'd
have our stuff by Christmas.
Yeah,
I mean,
we thought
it would. We thought, yeah.
We didn't bring a lot of clothes because we thought surely by Christmas we'll have everything.
Our stuff. And
the paperwork has been difficult, and everything you have to do. I don't think it's been more difficult than I expected.
No, and we've had lots of help. And so that's been really good. You know, we've had people that have shared their experiences, and then we've had Italians who have helped us through the process and the translation and everything.
And then this week we also got our national health care.
Finally.
We finally got after a year.
Yeah.
And so we've got that. And so we handled that. So for me, overall, the first year has been harder than I thought. It really has basically been a full-time job. We've posted fun pictures of pretty places, but all of those have been like 4-hour
things. Yeah.
But it's not like 6 months of vacation fun. So between the paperwork, the house,
language school,
drivers,
drivers,
driver's license for Americans, Canadians, Australians, South Africans. I'm telling you, it's tough, but it is possible. So just between all of that, the first year was a job.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
It has been in a beautiful place. And things are falling into place, and you know, so yeah, it's. I mean, I think if we knew how hard it was going to be, I'm glad we didn't know. I'm glad we had an idea, and I'm glad we had an idea. We didn't know how hard it was going to be, and I'm glad we didn't, because I think it would have been. We would have rethought.
We might have backed out or moved somewhere else.
Yeah.
If I had known the house would still be in the shape it's in after a year, I would have probably said no. It worked out the way it was meant to work out.
Oh, and that's the other thing I think too. Like, I think one of the things that really helped, I mean, the people have been wonderful. You know, and I just think, you know, our neighbors have been wonderful. But I think too, one thing that's really helped us a lot is we found a church pretty quickly. And the people there have,
just really wonderful people.
They are. But we are a part of their family, and they've invited us to meals, and
gave us pots and pans.
Gave us pots and pans because we didn't have any, because our stuff hadn't gotten here. And so they've loved on us well, and I think that has made a huge difference in us feeling settled and comfortable, and it's hard because it's all in Italian. And so if you guys are watching, and we know there's at least one that will.
Hi, Davide.
Hi, Davide. You know, we really, that has meant the world to me and to us to be a part of a loving family.
Yeah.
So
I'd say for the next year, the language is still the big thing, because it's easy to fall into a habit of talking. There are enough expats that you can find people to speak English. A lot of Italians speak decent English, so it's easy to fall into speaking English with them. But if you're going to live here for a long time, that's not really what you want. When you start talking about feelings and things like that, we just don't quite have the vocabulary. And if you don't use it enough, it's hard to find the words. So I think that's still the toughest.
Yeah, and
Hard.
and school starts again. We registered yesterday, so school starts again in October. So, we'll be, and that helped a lot.
To me, if someone asks me, do I regret it? The answer is an easy no. I don't. We've talked about it. I don't know where we would have lived in the U.S. For people that don't know, we moved from Texas to California, and they're polar opposites, and we love both. And it is.
I mean, if we're gonna live somewhere that's far away from family to start with, because we were really worried about being able to afford, health care, and before we could get our Medicare. And so, we would have had to have probably lived somewhere that wasn't near our family anyway. And so, or we would still be working. So,
yeah, we could have gotten something cheaper, I'm sure, in the U.S., but overall, our living expenses here, not everything is cheap.
No.
But our living expenses are way less here than they would have been in the U.S. And
everything is different.
So overall, I'm happy about it. And we are settling in. I hope by the end of this next year, we have a completely finished house.
It's been good.
I think one other thing quickly that I think has been hard is I have been more homesick than I expected. Not like a deep depression, but just occasionally, even having our furniture come here and it seems so final, it's like, oh, it's not a long vacation. We're really here.
Yeah.
And there are times, we love our family, and
I think that's,
and
when you
that's
say
hard.
homesick, I think you mean not necessarily
Miss family.
Yeah, it's about family. And so thankfully technology is where it is and we can keep in touch somewhat. But yeah, I think I agree. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to, it's hard to be away. Yeah.
So.
But anyway, so we wanted to just kind of give you some 1 year thoughts. And so we'll definitely.
We could just get that second toilet.
Yeah.
For our guests. We thought we might get it today, but we didn't. So
otherwise,
here's hoping.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we love you all, and we will talk to you later.
Love you.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.